I'm back. Hey, it's Janny, the plant-powered peddler, back from our tour, wonderful tour, 6-day tour to Bellingham, and just beautiful weather. We got back Sunday night, and yesterday the rain returned. Not too much rain yesterday, not too bad today, but it's cold and gray, and it's time for fall, time for winter, time to go south. But here I am. I did a talk today at the YMCA and just met some wonderful people and fellow people, and told a little bit of my story, and Charlie was there, and he showed some Dr. Greger, and hi Gina, hey girl, I missed you too, glad you're here. I hope Jessie comes too, so I want to check in with Jessie. But I promised mustard when I came back, and so that's what I did. And I was going to show you what I did first, if I can figure out what I did with my mustard seed. Let me see here. Did I put it back? Oh yeah, I did. So I get these mustard seeds, I think from Amazon. They're just McCormick mustard seeds. Pretty girl's mom. Hey, hi. So this is what I use to make mustard. And the first thing I do is I mix, I just put a half a cup of this in water and let it soak. And I get it out of Lissa's sauces book. And she calls it That Yellow Mustard. So yeah, this is just about a half a cup. And I soaked it for 4 hours in water. And then I drained off the water, rinsed it and drained it. And then I stuck the seeds in a jar with a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And I'm just going to let it sit for 2 days now. Oh, good, Gina. Thanks. Thanks for texting Jessie. So in 2 days, I will finish it. So now today, I've got tacos in the dehydrator. Had one for lunch, but I'm still drying the rest of them. And I'm making the third taco grounds, which is sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. And I started throwing it into the food processor, and I thought, hey, I should see who's around. So I've got the pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds in here, and sun-dried tomatoes. And my other ingredients are aroma tomato, but I've got a tomato from my garden, so I'm going to put that in. My trip went really well, and I didn't take the wraps. I took the I guess I did have the wraps in the beginning. I took the rest of what I had of the wraps, and I took my tacos. No. Okay, so first I went to Ellensburg and did the hub and spoke tour, which means you go to one hotel and then you ride out from that hotel in different directions, like spokes on a wheel. And I had the wraps for that one, and tacos. And I finished those off on that trip, and it went really well. And of course, it's easy when you're in one hotel room. We had the same store. We had a car. We had our van that we drove over there with. So that was easy peasy. And then we were driving home from Ellensburg, and we saw that with the weather, because, look at the weather when you're going to drive up over the mountains. And the weather for the next 6 days looked really good. Rainy that day, then we were coming home. And then nice, like nice fall weather. Well, we've been talking about going up to Bellingham, and we were supposed to be on a tour, a 12-day tour up to Bellingham, and we had to cancel it because of this big front that came through a couple weeks ago. And we said, we should just ride to Bellingham, which would mean drive home, unpack, unload the van, unpack, do the laundry, pack the panniers, load the bikes, and take off in the morning. because we would have to leave the next day in order to make this work. And so we did it. That's what we did. And I got, we had stopped at and gotten some corn on the cob. And so I had 5 ears of corn. So I hurried up and I made tacos again. And they were such big corn on the cobs. It made 16 tacos. And I thought, well, I can't fold them up because they'll break, because I've got to load them on the bike. So I just kept them flat and I stuck them in a Tupperware dish. And I needed 2 to fit them all in, and it worked. I had the last one at lunch on the way home the last day. So that was plenty of taco shells for me. And I might have, 1 for breakfast, 2 at lunch, or 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner. I just mixed it around, just depending on what I wanted to do. But they lasted the whole time. So that was really cool. So I think I'll chop this tomato just a little bit here, just to get it started. But it was a great trip. We rode, first day we rode up to Machias, and I found a pop-up tent that we stayed in. It was a pop-up tent in a heated garage. And they had a hot tub out back that they said, go ahead and use the hot tub. We don't use it when we have guests. So we use the hot tub. So we were in a pop-up tent, which was just a bed. And then she had a microwave in the garage and this little refrigeration thing. And I wrote her and I said, do you have a freezer that I could freeze my freezer bag, that I was keeping my stuff cool during the day on the bicycle? And she said, oh, there's a whole refrigerator out in our garage. Just go up the stairs and go to the side door and go on in. And so I did. I put all our food and the freezer pack in that refrigerator, and it kept nice all night. And there was a full bathroom in the garage, and so we could shower. I could rinse up some dishes in the sink. And so it was great. It was great. It worked. And it got us, I think we did between 40 and 50 miles that first day, maybe 50. And then that got us so that we were within between 40 and 50 miles. The second day we went to Mount Vernon, and Mount Vernon has an awesome food co-op. So we went shopping at that food co-op, and the cashier that was cashing me out charged me for 31 bunches of scallions. So I get outside and I look at the receipt, and there was a $44 charge. I went, $44. So I went back in, I looked it up. It was the scallions. And I went, oh my gosh, he pressed 31 instead of 1. So I got a refund on that. And then the next day we rode to Bellingham, and Bellingham is such a cute town. So the Bellingham ride was only, I think, 28 miles. So then we rode all around Bellingham, and we ended up doing, again, between 40 and 50 miles. We went by Stephen's old house that he used to live at on Peabody Street. And there's just different things that we go and we look at whenever we go up there. And so we did that, go down to the waterfront. And the ride took us along Lake Samish. And, it's just so pretty. And then the next day we rode to Anacortes, which means you go down the Chuckanut. And that's gorgeous because you've got the cliffs on one side, and then on your other side, you've got the water and all the San Juan Islands. And, you look out over all the islands. Oh, it was so nice. And then we went around the March Peninsula, which is just before Anacortes. And the whole thing is a refinery, but geez, they got some beautiful real estate. And it's water on the other side, and in big, huge storage containers on the refinery side. So we did that. And then the next day we rode down to cross Deception Pass, beautiful Deception Pass, and all day on Whidbey Island. And then Coupeville is a little town on Whidbey Island just before we cross over the island to catch the ferry. We stayed at a cute little motel in Coupeville. It had 9 rooms, and we were in room 9. And we could get whatever we wanted at the restaurant and the bar, and you could buy stuff. But I just went over and asked for hot water. He says, oh, yeah, you can have all the hot water you want. Because they did have a refrigerator and a microwave in the room, but they didn't have a kettle or anything. And I forgot our collapsible hot pot. So we didn't have a hot pot, which we always usually have a hot pot. We had a rice cooker, but we didn't have our hot pot. So, because Steven still needed to cook. Actually, I don't think he took the rice cooker because he just used the microwave on the Ellensburg trip, so he figured he would just do that. So he's always switching it up with different things. So, and then of course the last day we rode home, and it was really nice. Really nice. Okay, garlic. 3 cloves, and a couple of these are small, so I did a couple more. Let me get my chopping board. So how have you been, Gina? How you been, pretty girl's mom? Where's that Jessie? She's not back yet. Or she's not on yet. So I'm just gonna do the usual. And Gina, well, I don't need to do your machine that you sent me, but here it is, and I love it. It's so cool. It's very, very nice. That was very sweet of you. You haven't heard from Jessie yet? Maybe she's busy. I hope Richard's okay. So we're back home, and I got all the laundry done again. I did a talk today at the YMCA, and that was really fun. I already mentioned it at the beginning of this, but you were here, weren't you, Gina? So you know. So hopefully potlucks will start there. And then I got a potluck Saturday with the vegan, Kitsap vegans. And Christine, this gal that's going to teach a course at Olympic College, she's with the Kitsap vegans. And she said that she thought that she would have to, if she were to come, she would have to do something salt, sugar, and oil free. Because she's right. The first invitation that I sent to them, that's what I said. But now I just want anybody vegan to come, because that's who I want to be able to reach, is people that are interested but not yet understanding why we do the salt, oil, and sugar free version. And after our class today, she said, wow, now I understand why you all do that. And she said, my husband's got some issues, and so maybe he would be interested in that too. Also, here, I'm starting all my sprouting up. So this is lentils and mung beans. So I got them soaking, and I've been rinsing them, and I should rinse these now for lunch. And the broccoli sprouts I just do twice a day. But these I usually do 3 times a day. So Gina, have you tried again with your sprouts? They're so easy. Jennifer's been sprouting again. Have you been seeing her YouTubes? I also have a chickpea. Can't forget my chickpeas. I wonder what hummus would be with chickpeas. Lisa makes a hummus, but she makes it with sunflower seeds. So I wonder if she's tried it with chickpeas. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try it. Somebody's got to do it. I think Jennifer said she did it. I'll have to ask her again. So So I just rinse these babies, drain them, set them aside for another afternoon. My winter garden was still here when I got back. It looks like I'm going to get snap peas, radishes. I've already been picking the radishes, and turnips. You know, broccoli seeds don't get old. They last forever. A couple of years old. Well, I don't know about that. And they were actually sprouting seeds? It just seems strange. That's what I asked Lisa that too, because mine, I was having some difficulties at one time. And I asked if they could just get old. And she said, they last a long time. But I don't know if they last 2 years. All right. So after the garlic, a small red beet. Well, what's a small red beet? Is that a small red beet? That's kind of big, isn't it? I better wash it. Well, since I really like beet, I think I'll just use it. You're tenacious. That's good, Gina. You gotta be. You gotta be. For our lifestyle, you just gotta be. I did an Instagram this morning on the mustard. Yes, I took my cranberry dressing to Ellensburg. And when I left on this trip, I poured the rest of it in with another Thai sauce that I had made and used that all up. So I need to make some more cranberry dressing. The only thing is cranberry dressing uses balsamic vinegar, which is cooked. So I have to switch it to apple cider vinegar. Okay, so there's the beet and then a carrot. This in. And I'm just going to chop it a little bit just to get it started. I don't bother peeling it. And a 1/4 cup of chopped yellow onion. That's right. Cranberries are going to coming back in. Yeah. I still have some left from last year. So, but I'll get a bunch more because they'll last me the whole year. Well, I had already gotten a couple of bags at the store, and then my sister brought me some that a client had given her. So that was pretty cool. And I mean, they were just freely picked, just in a Ziploc. So they were fresh cranberries. Who knows what the processing plants do with them? I don't know. Do you know, Gina? Wonder where Mona is this afternoon. Maybe she's out on her bicycle. So cut this up a little bit. Wow, you know, it's amazing to listen to people who are just, I asked people, I said this morning at the talk, I said, does anybody know whole food plant-based? And nobody knew what it was. I missed you and Mona too at on Saturday at check-in. I thought of it. It was on my mind, but I just couldn't do it. I think we were crossing the mountains. Let's see, Saturday. No, we would have been on a ride Saturday. So we were in the middle of a ride. Because it was Sunday we were crossing the mountains. And we got into mischief thinking about what we could do. Oh, you know what else has come in? Persimmons. Waiting for those to soften up. Okay, so there's a quarter chop of onion and then a jalapeno. So do I put the whole jalapeno in, or do I take the flesh out? Well, since it's a more concentrated, I think I will take out the flesh. I'll be a weenie. Steven, while I was gone this morning, he made a huge pot of lentil soup. And I've got the club potluck tomorrow night. And I said, hey, can I take some soup for the potluck tomorrow night? And he said, yeah. So I filled up the 3-quart Instapot with the soup. So I got my meal all ready for tomorrow. Hi, Jean. Ooh, Gina. Yeah, I love the persimmons too. So, Jean, did you see my Instagrams on my 6-day tour? We just got back on Sunday. Ooh, now the sun's coming out. You guys bring the sunshine. Oh, you don't have Instagram. Oh, okay. Well, we just did 6 days. We rode up to Bellingham from here. So we took 3 days going up and then 3 days coming home. And we got home just in time before the rain came back. So it was really nice. And I stayed raw the whole time. You know what, you guys? I ate different combinations of fruits and vegetables in a bowl every single meal. So, and I put corn in it, and I had my tacos alongside it, and it was plenty. I do greens and different veggies, like jicama and cucumber and pepper and scallions and red onion and cabbage, red cabbage and green cabbage and carrot. I took my little shredder and I shredded carrot. I spiralized zucchini. And it was fine. It was plenty satiating. I would just go to the store each night and replenish whatever needed replenishing. And Stephen was doing his thing. He did all kinds of different things. He's quite talented when left to his own measures. So we did not go hungry. And we stopped at farm stands and got stuff. He was even realizing he could toss little kabocha squashes in the microwave. What's the other green squash? Acorn squashes. And those were really good. Which wraps did you make, Gina? I'm going to make the barbecued spicy mushroom wrap and the green smoothie spinach. No, the green goddess spinach wrap. Jennifer and I are going to make them tomorrow. And I've got tacos in the dehydrator. Okay, so then I got a tablespoon of cumin. I've got onion powder, chili powder, smoked paprika, and black pepper. I got all my spices here. I'd already measured them. Ooh, the everything but the bagel. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to make more of those, but I'm having so much fun trying all the different ones. I'm doing that first. Okay, so now I just process this, and then I put it on a sheet, and I dehydrate it. them onto a sheet so they can dehydrate. Keep in mind that the thicker you make them, the longer they take to dehydrate. All right. Okay, I better scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. So I joined my local Y, which is, where did I get my template from? True, no wait. Gina, what's it called? True something. I can look it up. Gina, Try Best. Try Best. Gina just put it on there. It's the Sedona template. Here, I can show you what it looks like. Let me go get it. Just a sec. This is the template, and it's not 14 by 14. I'll show you how it fits on here. It's 14 by 11 and something. So it fits on there like that. So what I do is I take the Triflex off the tray, and I set it down. Just bare on the counter. And then I go ahead and I put the round up in the corner, and I make a taco, and then I just lift it off, and I go next door and I make the next taco, and then lift it off, and I just go to the four corners with the template, and then I slide the Teflix with the four tacos on it. I just slide it onto the shelf, and then I stick it into the dehydrator. Let me just finish this off here. So here we have it. Here we have our taco meat. It's raw. Raw meat. And I'm going to stick it on the dehydrator. And let her dry out a little. It's like some of the seeds didn't mix. I mean, they didn't ground up. But that's okay. They're just whole food. There'll be a nice crunch. Jennifer said of the walnut and the sunflower seed, she liked the walnut best. I really like the walnut meat too, but I like to try all the different ones. This makes a lot. Of course, I put a nice big beet in there, and I put a big hunk of onion. So she did say, the more you can spread it out, faster it'll dehydrate. I was thinking tonight I'll make the cheesy broccoli. That's so good. Cheesy broccoli and cauliflower. Jennifer says she's made it with both broccoli and cauliflower, and it's good. So I'll make lots of cheesy sauce. Actually, I need cashews for that, darn it. I better get some soaking. I think I do. I need to look it up. I've already forgotten what the cheese sauce is. Okay. So I'm going to stick this in the dehydrator. Be right back. I sort of tripped over the cord there. Oops. Let me just grab that up. Okay. Tacos are almost dry, but not yet. So I need to look at manganese because I know I'm going to need cashews for that. Let's see, which manganese sauce? Blend the ingredients. Okay, what are the ingredients? Spicy wrap. It's 20 minutes before manganese. Mango and cashews, yeah. Ooh, okay. All right, so then I got to look at my other raw book. Chef AJ on a raw vegan Halloween. Oh, that's where Jessie is. Spooky and spicy pumpkin carrot burgers. Ooh. Yeah, well, I don't blame you guys if you want to go over there. Let me know. I'll go over there too. Okay, so I'm looking for cheesy broccoli. Cheesy broccoli. I think it's near the end of the days of the 30-day thing that I just did. Cheese stuffed mushrooms, trumpet mushroom soup, creamy. Oh, there were so many good things. Spinach dip. That's funny. I'm not finding it now. Orange tabbouleh. Spanish rice, zucchini hummus, red pepper tomato stir fry. Don't these things sound good? Raw tacos, sweet chili. No, come on. I know. It's right at the end of the book. Jennifer's going to have to help me. Dinner spinach, waffle wraps, pear salad, stuffed mushrooms. Does this ever happen to you to where you know where something is and it's not there anymore? Where else could it be? I was pretty sure it was the last week. Huh. I don't see it now. When? Lemon curry, broccoli. Cashew cheese. Asian ginger salad. I don't see it. Was I imagining it? I'm looking at every single page. Oh no. I know I wasn't just dreaming it because Jennifer had it too, and she was in the last week. Maybe I took it out. Oh, there's the cauliflower. So the broccoli should be right after. There it is. Cheesy broccoli and dill salad. Oh, black fly. Okay, wait a minute. Let me catch up with you guys. Lisa and Nate are on Chef AJ. Oh, okay. Oh, well, we'll have to watch them later. It's Black Friday and next couple days on Amazon. Jean, did you see any good stuff for cooking? Gina, thanks for staying here. But I don't blame you if you want to go. Jean, I got a pair of Bay Leaf winter pants for cold weather activities. Good. Hoping to get the taco templates too. Very good. Jean lives in Iowa, where it gets cold in the winter. I only could get a digital copy of the book. Yeah, me too. I don't have a paper copy. I print them up. I print up the recipes as I go. Oh, okay. Enjoy your ride, Jean. Okay, if you want to try to stay. Okay, now, Gina, I got Miss Mouse Messy Eater Stain Remover. Oh my goodness, does it work? I love it. That's great. Okay, so cheesy broccoli, what does it take? There's a simple cucumber salad with dill, diced red onion, apple cider vinegar, and a little dill and black pepper. Doesn't that sound good? Simple but good. Okay, for the broccoli, the cheesy sauce is, you take your cashew, or you can use new cashews, so you only need a few tablespoons. So I'll just get a few tablespoons and just soak them for a few minutes. Okay, so that's good. So because I have a cup of cashews soaking, but I'm going to use those for the manganese, and I'll make that too. And the manganese is really good. It's mango and cashew. So I'm kind of skittish about getting on Amazon on Black Friday because of the way you can go kind of crazy with shopping. And at the end of the year now, on our limited income, we got to take it easy. We just got to take it easy. We've been spending money this year, but we do have our covered. Look at how you can see our roof. Isn't that cool? And we're going to put a ceiling in it. And so it'll be, really finished. But for now, it's just nice because we can go out there and stay dry. Even out the south door where I've got my compost, it's got a roof now. So I stay nice and dry. It's very, very nice. I'm spoiled. Yeah. Hey, Gina, that's a good idea. Let me know what your list is because I sure like this garlic crusher. Um, okay, so now I'm going to do butterscotch pudding for Steven. I've just been cooking up a storm the last all day yesterday. I was doing stuff, and well, for both of us, not just for Stevie. And he does plenty by himself too. Like making up that whole thing of lentil soup. That was really, and then letting me take it. Thanks, Gina. I love my patio too. Oh, I love my 8-quart Instapot. I use that thing more than anything. They should discount it. Hey, man, it's not Black Friday if we don't discount it. Wow, now Black Friday's starting in October instead of November. That's crazy. I should be getting a call from my sister. She has her last chemo today. Oh, maybe this is her. She needs her bike picked up. There she is. I'm here at chemo, and my nurse was telling me she tried taking some wood to the dump, but they wouldn't take it. Do you remember where we took those wood planks where they actually paid you for it? Seemed like it was in Port Orchard. No, that was copper I took. For recycling. it wasn't it wasn't wood planks. Oh geez, that was an hour ago she wrote me. I don't know why she doesn't call me when I don't see her emails or her texts. Just call me. I'll hear the phone ring. But the text, I get working in here and I don't pay attention. It doesn't really make a noise. It just goes, like a vibration. So, okay. So we're going to get down the blender and make Steven some pudding. Boy, they had big white hamma yams at the Asian store today or yesterday, but I'm not eating raw potatoes. Or actually, there are a couple of the wrap recipes that call for the hamma yam, like everything but the bagel wrap, but you just need a little bit. Okay, so you're going to need a couple of bananas, which I have here. Bananas. And I'm not sure if this is going to make 3 cups or what, but let's see. We'll try to get it to where you can see what I'm doing, but I can see what you're doing too. New crop of yams in the fall. Yay. Yeah, boy, I wish I could grow sweet potatoes like whoever did here does. But maybe I will. I'm just getting started, and I hear they can be kind of tough. I think they like a warmer climate, don't they? But I don't know. Okay, I like to put the bananas in first, and the cinnamon and the vanilla, and huge. All right, so that was a recycling center. No, that was copper. Huh? Yeah. Yes, it was for copper. For some reason, the copper didn't come across. Okay, so I need some cinnamon. And I keep my cinnamon in this little container for traveling on the bike. I always have to take cinnamon with me. Yeah, let's see. Let me get AJ's book. want to make sure I do the, oh, it's, yeah. What am I thinking? It's not cinnamon. Look at it, opens right up to butterscotch pudding. It's not cinnamon, it's pumpkin pie spice. So this talk I did with the newbies today, a light went on. And isn't that fun to see when somebody gets all excited like we do? Oh, just gives me goosebumps just to even talk about it now and think about it. So, even if they just get excited just from today, it's still, even if they don't do anything else, I just think it's really cool that they hear what we're saying. They get it. All right. Stephen doesn't actually like a whole half a tablespoon, which I can't imagine why not, but so I'll shave some of it off and try to make it to his liking because I don't eat any of it because it's cooked potatoes. Okay, and then of course my beloved vanilla bean powder, which I'm running out of. And I haven't had any of it because I use it all on Stephen. Sometimes I put it in my banana and ice cream. So there's still a little bit in here. But I hate to use it all. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm just going to get the banana started and get it kind of liquidy because then it helps get the potatoes going. And I don't even need to put it high. I just see what we got here. Oh yeah. That's plenty good enough. So as you can see, it just gets it a little bit liquidy so that the potatoes can mix a little bit better. Okay, so now let's do the potatoes. So I skin them and then I toss them in a 1 cup measure and I get 3 cups of potatoes. And if I get a little bit more, I add a little bit more banana. And usually I do get, it's hard to judge what exactly 3 cups is going to be. And Stephen actually ate a cooked one. They were so good when they first come out of the oven. And I hadn't counted on that. So I'm a potato shorter than what I thought I was going to be. So hopefully I'll have at least 3 cups here. This is a big one. So this is probably a cup in itself. And I have more. I can cook more. But I don't want to do too much ahead of time. He loves this pudding every night. He eats it after dinner. That one couple, did you guys watch the couple that don't eat dinner? They just snack at night. Thought that was interesting. What a cute couple. That was just last week. That's still my favorite, is hearing how people find out about it and get started on it and how they do and how all their numbers come down. I just never get tired of that. I just think it's so cool. I just had such a long road of dieting and then binging and dieting. But when I was around 30 years old, I started reading Janine Roth's books, Breaking Free from Compulsive Eating, and she's all about eating whatever you want, but stopping when you're full. And I don't really do well stopping when I'm full. Just to be honest, I'm a crammer. I just love just eating. I just love chewing. So this was really a game changer for me to know about low calorie density. You just wonder what is it where you miss it all those years? You don't hear about it. And then you hear about it, and that's when my light went on. Oh, because I would give up something like sugar, but I would replace it with like fat. And I'd give up fat and I'd replace it with dairy. Or it just seems like I always found a higher density food to replace, to feel satisfied, I guess. I don't know. But my mama always told me how potatoes will make you fat. And as much as I love potatoes, I tried to stay away from them. Because I thought they would make me fat. I believed her. And her favorite thing to do was to roast a roast beef on the rotisserie. So it looks like I got 4 cups almost. So I think I will put another banana in. And I gave a ripe banana to my sister. So I got all new bananas now, but so funny. We came home from a bike trip. She was asking me if I had food before I went to the store. And she'd been here the whole week. The whole 6 days. I'm coming and going because she's working. She's still. Oh, did I tell you guys she got COVID? Jeez. Oh, Gina, you read Janine Roth too? I've read every one of her books up to Women, Food, and God, and then I sort of, moved on, and I have not been reading at all. I'm so busy all the time. I don't sit down and read. I would rather have a YouTube and be able to listen while I do something. It's this darn diet. I've got so much energy. All right, let's see what I got here. Is this a cup, a half a cup? Can I get away with just the 2 big bananas? It's that much more. Like maybe 2/3 cup. Well, she brought me a new banana back. I could use that one. Maybe a half a banana. It's going to have to do. I read a ton of self-help books too. Yes, Gina, Carol got COVID. And so once again, she had to slow way down with work. And she couldn't get last week was supposed to be her last chemo. Chemo's slow going today, so I'm probably going to be done close to 4. Oh, good. Good. And it's 3 o'clock now, 3:30. Okay. And I get to eat the rest of that banana. All right. So that's it. That's all I have to do to make pudding. So I'll blend this up. Get this down in there. And he will be all set. Here we go. Oops, sorry. My goodness. Sometimes it makes so much noise. Scrape this off. I used to be able to lick the blender, but of course I don't do it now. So I guess, it's probably good habits for me it's one way to stop me from doing something. If I know there's a line I don't want to cross, I won't cross that line for anything. So far, anyway. Always recovering. Well, it's only been, so 2021, December 2021. It's going to be December 2023 that I've been to goal. So I've maintained for 2 years. Isn't that amazing? 2 years of maintenance. That is just a miracle. All right, so he seems to like it in this dish. So we will just pour it in here. Doesn't that look like butterscotch pudding? It's just amazing. Wow, it smells so good. I had a big salad for lunch, so I'm not that hungry. I wouldn't want to make this when I'm hungry, though. That would be dangerous. But I usually make him stuff after breakfast and after lunch. Sometimes before breakfast, too, but I'm strongest in the morning. And after dinner, I'm just not good for anything, really. So I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, yeah. So Jennifer and I are making those 2 wraps tomorrow, and there's a bunch of stuff that goes with them. So I'm going to read over what it is and see if, anything has to be prepped, frozen, soaked, all that stuff. And I'll probably make whatever I can today, like the mayonnaise sauce. Because you got to peel the mango. Tomorrow my Azure order's coming. I ordered another 25 pounds of oat groats. And I don't know if you guys heard, but the oat groats, I found out, they're not raw. They steam them. And you can get raw, but they're like $5 a pound. So I didn't get those. And these are organic, the ones that I do get. So somebody was saying they couldn't get organic groats at Azure. So I don't know. I suppose maybe you can't get them everywhere. I thought, I thought the catalog just was a catalog, but Maybe there are some places where they just can't get them. I guess. I can't imagine California would be one, though. Place. So, Gina, are you there? Because if you've gone to AJ, then I'll go over there too. Let me know. Because I'll definitely watch it. I always watch, just not always live. But, you know, I was watching all day and nobody was coming on. So I thought, well, I'll come on. Nobody else is going to come on. I'd like to. I hate to come on while somebody else is trying to. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So it's just you and me anyway. And I'm done here. So I'll see you over there. Okay. See you over there, Gina.